Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Leila, and in this video, I'm going to be going over my money goals for 2022. All right, if you guys know me, you know that I love goals. I love goal setting. I love money. I love setting goals about money. It's probably one of my favorite areas to set goals for. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my goals for 2022, and I have quite a few, and it involves my debt, my investing, my income, everything to do with finances. I will be doing a full update and review on 2021 and give an update like on my whole goals that I had set previously and how the year went, do a recap of everything. I do think 2022 will be a better year just because 2021 was pretty bad, so you know it's got to be better than last year, and hopefully that is the case. And as of right now, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident going into the new year, which is a good feeling, and I'm feeling very excited about my finances just in general. Let's just go ahead and get into my goals. All right, so goal number one is probably pretty obvious, but that is to be completely debt-free in 2022. Y'all know that last year, or 2021, I wanted to be debt-free. That was like my big stretch, impossible goal, and it definitely was impossible, and I didn't even get half of the way there, really. Yeah, I didn't get halfway there, which is okay. 2021 was rough, and I had to spend money on other things. I couldn't pay down as much debt, but I did make quite a bit of progress. But 2022 is definitely the year. Like, I've got to be debt-free. It is happening. And my initial goal, like from the beginning, June 2018 is when I started, and my initial goal was to pay everything off by April of 2022. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen, but there's no point of me being upset about that or stressing about that. Like, life happened. I had to pay for more things. And honestly, like, a few months extra doesn't make that big of a difference when it comes to everything else. So by December 2022, I would like to be completely debt-free. Come January, I should have about $24,000 or so left of student loans, and then all I have are student loans in case you're new here. We also have repayment coming back in, so starting in February, I do have to start paying back my loans, and the interest is gonna be coming back. At least as of right now, that's the case. I don't think they're gonna extend it. So I do have to keep in mind that interest will be factored in there, so maybe like $500 or so, hopefully less of interest. So 24,500 going toward debt, which I think is, I think that's doable. It has to be done. That is my main priority, but there are other goals that I am aiming for that can kind of take away from that. So let me go to those. My second goal is to reach $9,000 in my emergency fund by the end of the year. And I do think this is reasonable. That's about $6,000 throughout the year that I need to save. And each month I'm gonna do a little bit extra just in case I need to use some of my emergency fund. I used my emergency fund quite a bit in 2021, and I really hope I don't have to use it in 2022, because that makes it a lot harder to get the savings up, and I hate that. That's something I really struggled with in the past when I was like living paycheck to paycheck. I would try to save, but then something would come up and it would completely deplete my emergency fund. I'm grateful to say that I'm not depleting it now. Like, it, you know, I still have a solid chunk saved, but it's frustrating when you're trying to get these numbers, but having to use it. I know that's what they're there for, but yeah, I really don't want to have to use it in 2022, but if I do, then that's fine. But ideally, I would get to 9,000 at the end of the year either way. For me, that would be like at least 3 months of living expenses, and that's like, I don't know, that might be a little extra, because if I absolutely needed to live off of my emergency fund, I could cut out so many things that I wouldn't even need $3,000 per month. But I say that about $3,000 is 1 month of expenses for me, and that is a pretty solid amount to save up for myself. Goal number 3 is to max out my Roth IRA. You've probably heard me talk about this before, but my full-time job is a little bit confusing. My income is not considered earned income. They treat it as a scholarship, even though it's my salary. That is my pay. It's not a scholarship. This is my full-time job. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. It's complicated. I don't know why they do it. I think it like saves them money or something. So this is why I have to pay quarterly estimated taxes. And this also means that I cannot use that money to contribute to a Roth IRA because it's unearned income. And in order to contribute to a Roth IRA, you need earned income. So I make money on the side. My side hustle income is earned income, and I do report that on my taxes. If I receive anything, you know, like a 1099, I do report that on my taxes. So that is the money that I use to invest in my Roth IRA. And with that being said, the way things are currently going, the way 2021 went and how I expect 2022 to go, I can max out my Roth IRA. And I've never maxed it out before, and I really, really want to, even if it takes me up until April 2023, because you know, you have like the extra 4 months to do that. So initially I was gonna plan on doing, I think that like whatever 6,000 divided by 16, I believe is like $375 a month. I may adjust that just a little bit so that I am only doing like $300 a month, and then maybe in 2023 I can do a larger payment like once I'm debt free. So I think that's my plan for now, is maybe like $275 a month or $300 a month, and then ideally max it out by April 2023. And like I said, again, that will be the first time I were to ever max it out. And I really want to do that because I know it's such a good account to have. I know it's good to put your money in there. It's all invested in BTSAX for me. And I really, you know, obviously there's a lot of potential with that. So that is my next goal. Going along with that, goal number 4 is to have at least $25,000 invested. And I know that might sound weird, like maybe the numbers don't really add up. As of right now, I'm like over $13,000. Of course, I'll film my update for December, give you my net worth and all of that. And I think I'm at about 13,000, possibly close to 14. And I think, yeah, I can definitely gain another 10K over the next year. Obviously, it depends on the market too. Like if it's down in December, then I can't do anything about that. But if I were to contribute that much to my Roth IRA, that will help me get closer. I do have my brokerage account with M1 Finance that so many of y'all help me out with and use my link, so I get a lot of referral bonuses. And honestly, I'm hoping that more people continue signing up with that, hopefully just as much as in 2021, because throughout 2021, I think I got like $4,000 in referrals for M1 Finance, which all got invested, and obviously really helps my net worth. So that's going to help me to get toward my goal as well. And I think I can get to $25,000 total invested. I'll also be contributing to Coinbase probably throughout the year, but that's still just going to be like my $10 a month. So it's not going to be much unless something absolutely crazy happens with Bitcoin or Ethereum, which is what I primarily hold right now. Then yeah, that's going to be a little bit. So it's going to be between my Roth IRA, my brokerage, Coinbase, and also it depends on if I were to move jobs in my current job. So get like a permanent position and have benefits that way, like 401k, or through that it's like TSP, whatever, TSP, and or were to get a different job. So I don't know, we'll see. 25K is what I'm aiming for, and just gonna invest as I typically do. Okay, this next one might be a stretch goal, but I don't really know what I'm aiming for. Like I do, but I just don't know. I don't want to put out a number that's too far of a stretch. And this has to do with my online income and just extra income. I guess I can lump the two together because honestly, I make a decent amount of extra income throughout the year, like not from my business, but from like credit card bonuses or like doing studies, like participating in studies or something. I do make a few thousand each year from that. So between my online business and my extra income, I would like to make at least $25,000, but ideally like $30,000. In 2021, I'm honestly not too far off. Like I'll go over it all in detail. I don't even know the final numbers yet, but like online income, I probably made like close to 15,000, which is really, really good for me. And in extra income, not including like the stimulus checks, I think I made over $4,000. And that doesn't include like referrals, M1 referrals. But outside of M1 referrals, outside of any stimulus checks, which I doubt we would get, I would like to make 25 to 30K in extra income. This kind of has to also do with like what I need to make in order to hit all these goals. So in a couple of days, I'm gonna have a video going up about my spending plan. And with everything that I need to purchase and spend money on in 2022, I need to make about $90,000. So I need to earn about 30K to do that. extra. So 25K to 30K, possibly a little bit less. Yeah, I don't know. That's a pretty big number, and just to think about making that much on the side seems crazy because that is a lot of money. That's like for some people their whole salary. So I'm very grateful to even like have that in my head as a possibility. But it's just gonna take a lot of effort on my part. I've been planning a lot, and like now that I've been feeling better with my health and stuff, and I just feel like, you know, just back on track with things, I have a lot planned, and I kind of just want to get back to how much I used to work on my side hustles and really take advantage of this as much as possible and increase my income so that I can reach my financial goals even faster. So yeah, and just FYI, I make my money from YouTube, from my blog, financial coaching. I sometimes get affiliate sales, Etsy sales, sometimes sponsorships. Those are pretty rare. Some people help me directly, so they send me cash through Venmo and buy me a coffee, which you guys see all the time on Transfer Tuesdays, which I do count as obviously online extra income. Credit card points, any sort of studies that I participate in, referrals. Yeah, there's quite a few ways that I make money, and altogether it adds up pretty well. I would say that YouTube, my blog, and coaching has the most potential for me coming up. My next two are kind of related to that. So next goal is to have at least 12 new coaching clients throughout the year. So I want to help at least 12 new people. Honestly, ideally I would have more than that. I've really been wanting to grow this business even more, like my financial coaching. It is something that I could see myself taking full time in the future, or, you know, relying really heavily on that income because I enjoy financial coaching so much. And between all the options that I have for coaching, I think it's reasonable to have at least 12 new clients, possibly more. I have different packages that, you know, some people prefer to get coaching for a few months or continue like throughout the whole year. Some people prefer like a power session, so it's only meeting 2 times, or some people prefer meeting for a month or so. So between those options, I should be able to get quite a few people. I really hope so. If you're interested in financial coaching, I have it linked down below. You can see all the details, and I am just eager to help more people. It's something I really, really enjoy, and I know that like I'm good at it. And yeah, so this is something I do really want to grow and increase my income from that. And obviously that would help me to get toward all of my other financial goals too. I don't know what goal number we're on here, but this also has to do with online income. So I'm not gonna give details away just because they're not really surprises, but like, yeah, I just want to launch them later. So I want 2 launches this year. One's gonna be early 2022. The second will be mid to late 2022. And they both have to do with finances, and I'm just eager to get started on them, or I've already gotten started on them, but like to put them into action more and have these launch in 2022 is my goal. So 2 launches. I'm not gonna say what they are. You'll just have to see. And then my final goal for 2022 is to open 2 new credit cards, probably 2 max, because I think I'll be good for like another year after that. So definitely gonna open one probably in March or April, because that's when my like 1 year ends with Discover, and then I wanna find something else. I'm actually planning on filming a video with that, like how I choose which credit card to open, and I already have one in mind. But then probably, I don't know, a few months after that, I'll open another one just so I can take advantage of like sign-up bonuses. You guys know I like sign-up bonuses or any sort of credit card churning or credit card hacking to get all the points as much as possible. So with the sign-up bonuses, I can, you know, make a few extra $100 throughout the year, and I really like to do that. The only card I opened in 2021 was Discover. So yeah, I'm due for a new one coming up soon. And those are all of my money goals. I know that it's kind of a lot, but to me, they all go hand in hand, you know? Like if I pay off my debt, my net worth increases. If I get more financial coaching clients, then my online income increases. Everything goes hand in hand. So all of this is super exciting for me. I think 2022 will be a good year, and it just feels good to set these goals again and have a plan of action to go after them. I think the new year is super exciting. So if you haven't set your financial goals or just general goals, then be sure to do that and comment them down below. Feel free to share however many goals you have in the comment section. I love to hear people's goals because it's super motivating. So hopefully this video was motivating for you or gave you some ideas on what to work toward. But I'm hoping for a strong 2022, and I hope all of y'all have a good 2022 as well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.